Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. Of course, game operator and narrator, so I promised we would be taking another crack at this one. And as I stated earlier, Mama didn't raise no quitter. But also probably didn't exactly raise the smartest person in the world dealing with this stuff. So, let me just go ahead and get this going. Settings, just double check the music. I think we're good on that. Audio sitting good. Let's get in here. We're going to run the same slot. As you can see, there's no ongoing run because, unfortunately, we didn't follow the tutorial requirements and someone didn't listen to the group. And that's entirely on me, but don't worry. We're also not going to do the tutorial, and we're not going to grab any of the Lord's favor because that's just cheating. Can't be doing that stuff. We're going to skip the tutorial because that didn't help us before. It's not going to help us now. Let's get into it. We do get to choose a fleet setup this time, however, which is actually kind of nice. So this is the first one we have, the Gunstar. Repair costs reduced by 33%. And I'm kind of tempted to actually try and get this going with the Wanderers here again. Because I'd like to get a win. We got some work to do, though. What else is available? We have the Convoy, led by Atlantic-class Gunstar. Protecting defense ship and an industry ship. Squadron damage is reduced at short range and increased at long range. Interesting. Vanguard, led by an Erebus, with salvage vessel and armed ship. And the Gorilla. Ares class Gunstar, casino cruiser, and a workshop ship. Automated hangar bay. Squadron max hull is reduced by 25%, but can be passively repaired when docked. Interesting, but I don't know how much back and forth there can be on that one. But we are going to try this again, ladies and gentlemen. We want to win with the Wanderers before we move on. And so it begins. All right, we were close last time, but that's all right. Definitely gonna try it again this time. So your fleet narrowly escaped capture because of destruction. CIC is filled with shouts and a heated debate between your XO and your KEG. Stavros, we're at war, Savili. Do you understand? What I know is the dockers are anxious. They're afraid we'll use them as disposable resources to survive. Rage channeled through Stavros' body, barely controlled. A couple of slurs are issued. You, however, do not flinch. We won't. We're not stupid. Around you, broken equipment, tired officers, and rundown ships. The 12 colonies collapsed not long ago. To soothe your pain, you still have Adama's promise echoing in your head. You may have the best intentions at heart, but it's not enough for them. They're working hard, just like your soldiers. My Marines work better when there's no one breathing down their neck all day. Just have both factions sign this pact, ensuring worker freedom, nothing more. Commander, what do you think? Let's get on the side of the Marines right off the bat. Should be able to claw back with the workers here shortly. Yeah, maybe. We've already got multiple things going on here. What do we got here? Avoidable for 8 turns. This is fixing minor damages. We can indeed get our supplies up and running. Let's get this fixed. As for the fleet health, Yeah, this is going to take another 4 supplies. We got this. We'll use the supplies and we'll use our officers for everything else over here. Now, we have a couple turns before things pop off. As for our characters, we have an XO. Plus 4% damage resistance per level of this hero. Nice. How about our keg? Plus 3% damage per hero level. And our chief tech. All fleet upgrades in the RD lab cost minus 4% per hero level. That's actually really good. We're going to grab some supplies though. 7 or 9. Let's grab those. Unfortunately, that leaves us with an issue for 70 scrap, really. Not liking how this is just popping up. And it's not on the board. We'll grab scrap. We might need, we'll grab the keg for this one. Might need the engineer for the other issue. And the crisis. Let's go into the CIC and see what's going on. A radioactive emergency. Commander, we're experiencing radiation spikes on my ship. Each time I use the FTL drive, it creates radiation, causing health issues on my ship. People, workers mostly, are falling ill. Can't say I'm surprised, sir. These ships weren't always built for such frequent jumps. Short, we need help to fix this. We want this to be fixed properly. We need spare parts. We can find them in nearby structures and wreckages. Another expedition, huh? Can't we just repair it right away? Seal the FTL drive? We can't waste any more raw material to fix the problem right now. So we do have a choice. We can bypass it or deal with it. We could start looking for spare parts and every... Ooh. Yikes. Also, what? This was at minus 70. Now it's minus 150. Well, excuse me. That sucks. I wonder if that was percentage based. It's minus 20 fleet health every 4 turns. We could probably do that. Right. Oh no, that was completely different. Oh my god. Resolve 1 wreckage or structure POI. This is a planet. I already cooked it. Whoops. Could be in another sector. We're gonna eat some health here. We could use one guy. I'm just gonna remove our ability to get fuel though. Supplies it is. Get that patched. As for Tilium, we desperately need Tilium. I desperately need people to get levels here. What do we got in the hangar? We're going to the Viper, as expected. She's got the Hunter's Dash. Unit gains 60% speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. Raptor, which has artillery, and of course the Wolf, which has its passive damage resistance, 10% for each enemy within radius, and Taunt. All good things. What do we do? Can't really deal with that, so get more supplies per jump. Or start working on getting scrap. And what is this? Avoidable for 4 turns. Soothe Varanger's passengers with drugs. Technically speaking, Well, I don't really want to do any more fleet health, because this is going to be bad enough dealing with this. I also don't want to use supplies. At least not yet. We locked up new body this morning. Extreme radiation poisoning. That's lovely. Last one. And we're ready to rock. As for our bar, let's swing on by. Have a drink with a keg? Sure, why not? See what's going on. Nice to see you here, sir. I've been drinking with a group of engineers. They escaped by the skin of their teeth and want to repay for our protection. They're offering to approve one of our squadrons and sell us old birds they had in their cargo. Unless we want to get some resources directly. Teen squadron can only be common. Or the effect will be random. You know what? We'll take the resources. If there was a chance for it being uncommon or something crazy, that'd be different. Way different story. R&D. What do? We need 288 to get that third hangar online. Increase our evasion. Fleet logistics. Probably going to be the best bet we can do right now. Start focusing on repairs. And that's about as far as we're going to get. As for weapons, I see we have a couple nukes. I think we're running flak as well. Offensive flak, yes sir. Let's get our heroes assigned, shall we? As for the Viper, let's get our keg on it. That is literally all we can do. And as for loadout, I think we're good. I do believe we're good. Let's get this ball rolling, shall we? Don't have to worry about selecting civilian defense, because that's all we got. As for where we're heading off to, there's 2 fuel dumps here. There's a structure and wreckage, which is nice. Military cargo for more nukes, potentially. We have not, and I'm very, very worried about this. We have not seen that event where it completely wipes our nukes right off the board yet. I'm a little bit worried about that. But this does give us a chance at a new weapon system for the Gunstar. And I complained about not having enough of that last time. So let's do it. Up on the board, we have a Typhon class frigate, Type C Slayer. Nope, nope, nope. I need the Viper. And we're looking at, what are we looking at here? Blood Frenzy. All units deployed gain the Cylon mutation Blood Frenzy. Unit gain 10% damage every time it deals damage for the remainder of the battle. Ooh. Well, aren't we off to a wonderful start? All right, Raptor, let's set you up. Should be just fine. This is the first drop after all. And we got him. There's a border and 2 raiders coming in from the next jump. Let's move the Raptor up. We got a couple seconds. And that looks like both raiders down border is going to be under the guns. Doing good damage. And she's down. All right, Viper. Try and line this up so that way everyone kind of hits the spot at the same time. Okay, you need to go. A little damage on the ship. That's unfortunate. Border's going to do some damage too here. Yeah, that's 10. We need to bring you back just a bit. That's a bunch of raiders. That DOT sucks. Can you stop? How long is that going on? Is that done now? Yes. Okay, good. Borders suck. 1 minute 3 on the clock. We're definitely taking some hits on this ship here for this one. Let's get some flak out over here for this side. Just because that damage is going to be terrible. So far, so good. Black's out. Causing the slow. And it was not enough for the border. Are we gonna get another chance here for a shot? Maybe. Yes, sir. I actually want to shuffle the Raptor over just a little bit to focus on this guy. As he comes in. 40 seconds. And that's one border down. Raptor on the move. And a bunch of raiders. 4 raiders on the border. 30 seconds on the board. Leave everybody right where they are. Good damage. Dual field, we have... we can actually probably set these guys up. We'll focus flak on one side. Just give me a second. Run the clock out. There we go. Cut her tight. Here we go. More damage on the ship, unfortunately. Come on, hit the border. There we go. 4 seconds. Everyone back to the farmhouse. Let's get out of here. Back to the barn. Incoming. Come on, give me a jump. We're out of here. So not as clean as I would have liked. We didn't sustain any critical effects, so I'm going to say that's probably all right. Marcy could get some more experience, or we get fleet health. That would indeed be a level. This would negate that penalty we took last time. I'm not going to worry too much about that one because we can probably patch it up fairly quick. I am going to focus on the experience though. And we're back at it. Fleet status is nominal, Commander. The entire Gunstar goes quiet for a second as the FTL drive enters its cooldown state. Those fracking Cylons are always on our tail. How? You nod quietly. Your XO is right. This isn't normal. We need to get away from the colonies, away from all known routes. Go quiet until we can reach the Battlestar Galactica. Agreed. Should we start looking for the next potential sector to jump to, Colonel? Affirmative. We need to get away from these toasters. You know it's the right answer. It's protocol, even. And yet, it still feels wrong and spineless. And because of the damage taken during the battle on your civilian ships or Gunstar, one or more critical effect thresholds. Really? I thought we were good. We were just over. That's why. Okay, we got 2 turns on this one. We can also get this solved. Let's get the XO on this one. Get him a level as well. Alright, next step on the radioactive emergency. We're collecting enough spare parts from the POIs, sir. We can fix the leak, finally. Good. Do it as quickly as you can, please. People are dying here and the systems are overheating. Yeah, hop to it, Sergeant. That's a opportunity, I believe it is. Okay, but I need to deal with that. Workers on the Silver Skipper have a request, sir. They're building a monument to grieve for their lost ones in the fall of the 12 colonies. To finish it, they require building material. We need food and fuel and weapons. That's for fracking sure. But we also need hope sometimes, too. I can give him 40 scrap. That should balance out everything on the last one. Let's fix this. Soothe the passengers before everyone blows up. What are we looking at here? Fixing overheating systems or reinforce the Tilium tank. And that's a clean break. Fix the Tilium. Sir, based on our calculations, the FTL drive radiation problem has been solved. We've checked and rechecked everything. Our tests conclude that passenger health is no longer affected. That's good to hear. We've dismantled the old FTL drive, and we'd be ashamed to just airlock it. We can always use valid spare parts. I bet you could. Do I send them over to you? Flat scrap? Kinda need it. So we'll take it. Come on, man. This is gonna get us killed. Something I need to run by you, sir. The military's been assessing our firepower ever since we left the colonies. They say everyone in their ranks needs security clearance to access top secret information. What do you think, Commander? Careful, Commander. We can't give them too much power. No, we're gonna keep, we are definitely gonna keep our hands on the classified material. That don't happen. Small farts and minus 200 health. We run the risk of injury to somebody. Get on an engineer and see what we do. Hey, and we didn't even take any hurt. Even better. And everybody's got a level. So we have field medic. We can give our chief. Decaying shot is also a thing. Every time this hero resolves a POI, shot prices are reduced by 10% at the end of the sector. That's very, very rare. Gonna give him a decaying shot. I'm actually gonna hold off on this, because I want to do this first. Guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity if it's resolved by a hero. High velocity EX missile launcher. That looks to be a weapon for a fighter. We also have a crisis. Oh, good. What's going on? Delayed repairs. Your chief tech called you down to the R&D lab urgently to show you some results about the weapons on the Gunstar. Gods, it's worse than I thought. There's been an overheating issue for quite some time, but now it's damaging our weapons. We knew about this, but did not do anything. The Gunstar maintenance was scheduled, but we had to leave in a hurry. Now we have to increase the weapon cooldown to avoid important damage. We can eat upgrades for R&D for 2 sectors. Ugh, could we? Could we? I guess they give us chance. We'll take the 20% increase to all weapon cooldowns. We can't eat that for 2 sectors. It would give us a good chance to go ahead and build up some scrap. But seeing as how we kind of run this. Yeah, I've got to run this for a little bit here, I guess. As for Tilium, spend 1, get 3. And our supplies definitely burn Tilium. Not as many as I would like, but it's something. Let's get this crew trained up. 50 scrap per jump. I'll take that. All right. Before we go anywhere, so high velocity EX missile launcher launches a high-speed explosive missile at target position on the battlefield. So unlike the nukes, this doesn't go anywhere. Or it's not limited by how many we have. Damage is 100. The nukes do 1,000, so you can't really argue that one. But this is certainly something we could use a lot more. 250. AoE is 25. Which is slightly smaller than the flak. That is not bad. All right. Chief. Gunstar weapon applies decay every time it deals damage to a unit. Oh man, I am tempted to actually give him that and put him on the flak and move the XO over. What does the XO get for his level up? Minus 10% cooldown. Or we could increase the damage by 30%, but suffers 10%. Additional cooldown. 36. So what is that? 3.6. That'd be like 40-second cooldown for a missile. But 20% of that is actually going to be gone here when we get into the next sector and get everything all patched up. So it's not so bad. Can also give it a flat minus 10%. Which is also probably not a bad idea either. Increased damage 30%, so that would be 100 damage. That'd be 130 then. That would actually be not bad, even with the 10% cooldown. I'm gonna take it. And you are gonna get decay. And then we're gonna go into the hangar and we're gonna switch everybody around. Yeah. So cooldown is 39 seconds, so just shy of 40 like I figured, but it's 130 damage. And this one, not only does it get slow, but it gets decay. 7 damage a second for 10 seconds. I mean, that's really good. I think, anyways. I could be wrong. Let's get Does this take a cycle? It might. No, it does not. All right. To the bar. What are we looking at here? We got gamble scrap. Chat with some healthcare specialists. Or play a game of pyramid. Let's play a game of pyramid. Actually doing not bad. We're sharing anecdotes about the sport this time. Unfortunately, we can't I should save the supplies. Improve our morale slightly. Let's start working on your level. All right, and your... I can actually give her safety experts so that we can use the keg if we wanted for risky situations and drop that chance of getting hurt. Like when it says 0 to 1, drop that right down to a 0. And we'll also give her assigned squadrons gain 15% max health. Like this would be good for running around on the wolf. Can't re-roll. Unfortunate. Oh, we'll see if he winds up in the wolf later. We got 130. R&D lab, what do we got? Drop the threshold a little bit more. I think that's actually a really good idea. And probably getting focused on squadron deck or another weapon system now that we have multiples of. And we are just shy of hull reinforcements. That's all right. Let's get into it. Everybody's in place. We have an elite Cylon battle. High risk, high reward. And a trade beacon. A refinery wreck and smuggler's cache. Are we in a position to maybe deal with that? Potentially. There's a crisis objective there. This is super early for an elite. Let's say we head to Rosé. It's a store and a chance for some other scrap. What do we got? Cerberus, Type B Guardian. We're looking at remote defensive reinforcement. 25% damage resistance as long as it's within a 200 range of its capital ship. Damn. Okay. I guess that's going to be a thing. Get our missile online. And let's get into it, shall we? Raptor up to 100. Position the Viper just outside of that too. That protector, kind of a pain. So we'll get him cleaned up. 3 seconds before flak, 4.5 before missile. Yeah, 200 AU is right around there. Unit gains 100% or plus 100 max hull. Ugh. That's a tough raider. Okay. Oof. And coming in for the Gunstar. I can take a little bit of hits here. Not too worried about that. I should get flak out there, get this cycling at least. Save the missile. And enjoy that, protector. Yeah, that decay's pretty nasty. I like that. And you got the bonus. Okay. You to focus that. Viper, you need to head on this way, please, and step on it. Oh, I need that on. Not too bad. Raptor's still doing good. We have a heavy raider and fixer coming in. Minute 11 still on the board. And good dodge. I didn't expect that, but I'll take it. Okay, Viper can deal with these guys. The Raider should be sniped, ideally. I'm gonna say as long, depending who gets all the crazy bonuses, I guess. Missile out, 49 seconds remaining on the board. There we go. Good clean kill. And Viper goes across the map to the other side. Flak is up and ready. 40 seconds remaining. Ooh, that was close. 35. I think we're going to either get Flak up this turn or next. Two raiders, a fixer, and a protector. You know what? Gonna flak them. Enjoy that decay. Eight seconds for the missile. These guys are gonna spawn in before this missile fires. We're gonna pull the Raptor back a bit, because I intend to use the missile. There we go. Can I get 3? I can. Ten seconds on the board. There we go. Raptor back to the barn. Viper, you're back as well. I think we got this. Now let's get out of here. Nice and clean. Not too bad. Who gets the experience? Squadron? Viper would be nice. She's only 8 up from the next level. Stavros, you are level 2. Probably could gain another 15%. I say, yeah. Experience for him. Why not? Why not? Little 50 salvage. And we are looking at something over here to get this completed. Let's grab our fuel. Nobody here has anything extra, really. Can we sneak at a level on the EXO for that one? We can. Although there's an issue that does require our attention. Sir, we just got back from the hangars. There's a dog, sir. Not sure how she got on board, but she's there. And she's pregnant. Can you give me some supplies to take care of her and the young? Yes. Puppies for everybody. Yeah. Yes, thank you. And that was different. We have to resolve both of these. And that is an uncommon or higher rarity we could potentially snag for this one. Smuggler's cash, what do we got? Medicine synthesizer. Auxiliary system, nice. We're going to grab that because we didn't grab the system last time. And I was told that that was a poor life choice. Now we have a medical synthesizer, which looks to be rare. Gain 2 extra fleet health for each unit of supply obtained. Okay, that's actually not bad. Some good news, I think. We found enough spare parts to replace the cooling system for the weapons. The engineers are already at work. Good job, Sergeant. Just do my job, sir. No situations or POIs left to resolve, but we do have an upcoming crisis here, so that's a thing. Let us get maybe some more experience on our supply ship. Crisis online. Let's see what we got. Late revision. Commander, my ship, the Silver Skipper, was having its recycling system re-equipped when the Cylons attack. Unfortunately, we didn't finish in time. Our recycling system is dated and has been broken down several times since we left the colonies. Currently, it's barely able to produce the scrap the whole fleet needs. Upgrading the Silver Skipper will solve the problem. Its upgrading is expensive, but we do also have an alternative. Not the prettiest or the smartest one, but it is the cheapest. We could remodel the ship's internal structure. It'll damage it, sure, but the scrap production would go back to normal in no time. I think we just upgrade it, because I'm going to be doing that anyways. 750 damage? Yeah, we're just going to upgrade it. Right away. Alright, so we need to level up the Silver Skipper. Unfortunately, I just leveled her up. So until we get that level up done, she's just going to be minus 30% scrap. Not the worst. I can actually get this level up done this turn if everything goes smoothly. Big if. Oh, bated breath. Oh, there we go. Almost. It's an opportunity, though, so it's not, at least it's not that thing. The Silver Skipper's air filters have been damaged by the FTL jumps. She simply wasn't designed to jump so much. Do you have any filter parts we could use? Do I have them? Well, healthcare improves. We can burn 60 scrap. Just as I imagined. We can burn 60 for an amazing number next time. So, late revision, next step. Upgraded the Silver Skipper is complete, Commander. Excellent job. Yet it looks like some of the changes had an impact on our engine. And let me check. The upgrade damaged the engine's energy dissipator. We probably need to recalibrate the whole thing. Well, get it done and quickly. Thank you, Commander. We are max level for our salvage. Nice. I'll take that. What do we need to do this? Calibrate malfunctioning system. Just give somebody some experience, and why not for the keg? Last turn anyways. Get this resolved. I can confirm the Silver Skipper's new recycling system is online, sir. Scrap production should return to normal. Excellent news. We had to leave so quickly. Sometimes I think about the engineers and crewmates that we left. Captain's voice stops. And smile. For a few seconds, you pray for the ones who did not make it. I need to get back to my duties, Commander. Thank you. You too, Lambert. Take care of yourself, Captain. And here we go. I did not even check out the store. Was it worth it? Well, we got no scrap to buy anything. Oh my god. I would love a Mark 7. We had nowhere near enough scrap anyways. Well, she had Berserk. Hugely increase unit fire rate while losing all evasion for the duration of the effect. At the end of the duration, the unit is slowed. Fire rate is increased by 100% for 6 seconds. Ooh, and unit gains 10% evasion, so it's pretty. She's pretty darn good. There's literally, yeah, just the ability, the evasion boost. That's passive. Is what it is. Well, then we can sell things. Though I would love to. All right, what do we got, Exo? We could grab the 20% extra supplies every time this hero resolves a POI with supply reward. Or we could spin up the cooldown. So minus 20%, but suffers 10% damage. What are we looking at here for a cooldown? What are we looking at for cooldown? So, 33 on the missile. Uh, 10% damage reduction. But still make it hit harder than the original missile. One is 20% of 30. 33. Would that be worth it? I think so. Supplies are nice, but we've got to ship for that. Yeah, I was going to say that should be a 6-second reduction, and it is indeed. Not as much damage reduction as I thought. I'll take it. 120 damage, fires every 27 seconds. So... is it worth it for overall? We're only on the field for 2 minutes? Yeah. Well, it brings it back down to being able to fire, what, 4 times a combat engagement, so I guess not the worst thing in the world. As for the keg, what do we got? Ooh, frail will be nice. Every time a Science Squadron destroys an enemy unit, there's a 33% chance to gain 2 scrap. I mean, the other ones are assignable for weapons. Increased duration and frail, which increases damage. It's gonna be silly. We're gonna grab the scrap. What do we got here going on? Gamble supplies. Have a drink with the keg. And chat with the healthcare specialist. And we're doing all right for that. I think we'll just talk with the keg. Sit down, let's have a drink. You take a few sips before saying anything. With all that agitation out there, silence is rare and precious. Whenever severely mentions the past, you sense there's something unfinished, uncompleted in her there. A sip and you take a step back. What are we gonna do? Save our supplies. Give you a boost to your morale. Now. And now. Let's get stuck in. Everything's good. Choices. Is that a potential squadron? It is. Out of fuel squadron. A potential hero. scrap survivor and supply depot. And I cannot see if that squadron is anything special. Might be interesting. Choices. Fuel supplies fighter. Or fuel supply squadron, or scrap supply hero. I think we want scrap. And we're going to grab the hero. I lied, we're going for the squadron. Whether or not this shakes out is going to be a different thing. Hydra class, Type B Sentinel. Hello. Ah, yes, the minefield. So we want to stay 150 range away from the capital ship at all times. The Viper out, Raptor out. Got a flak in our missile getting loaded up. These, if we do this right, we can use these to our advantage. If we do this right. Ooh, danger close. Yeah, these guys are inside the net. Can I trigger this? I think I did. You hit that one and you hit that one. Good job. Nice and clean. Minute 48 on the clock. Weapons are almost online. We have a sniper, 2 snipers coming in. Move one Raptor up. And the Viper will go right through the area here that's all cleaned up. Maybe trigger that and see if we can zip down through here and trigger that. One. And how about you? We're looking 4 seconds. Come on, baby. Just work the line. Sniper round out. It's going to hit the Ranger. Dang it. Raptor, have you shot yet? Oh, buddy. I'm trying to micromanage the Viper here. I'm not watching the other guy. That was too early. Dang it. Early, he's down. Should be able to grab him. Trading shots, it's okay. Sniper down. Cylon explosive missile coming online here. Minute 37. Let's see if we got to use our weapon systems for anything here. Try not to get wrapped up in that firing range. Viper leveled up. Missile out, we can use it again here. I think I have that lined up. That looked good. Raptor, you're gonna take care of this missile. And this, unfortunately, is kind of lined up. We could send out flak, and I think I will. Missile down. Yeah, I need some more time here. Still more time. Get them right at spawn. Nice. Good hits. Duration should last a little while on that. Good job. That actually caught everybody. Minute 15 on the board. Everybody's getting levels up. I like this. They don't need to suffer. Destroy 10 Cylon units affected by decay in the same battle. Nice. I'll take that. 3.9 seconds out from another explosive missile. I need that, and I need you to zip in here and trigger that. Tempest showing up here shortly. Raptor, can you tank that? Maybe. That is a good question. I don't know if you can. Range is going to take some hits, but should be fine. Minute 4 on the board. Oof. Raptor, yeah, I might pull you back, buddy. Pull you back so you don't engage that guy and he shoots you. That was a lot of damage. Missile is out. Get that Tempest. I don't have any flak or anything else. That's a shame. Change of plans. You're just gonna lob missiles, aren't you? Yes, you are. Everyone's gonna take hits on this one. It's not clean. And I did not watch. I was watching over here, and the Raptor went right into the minefield. Well, 45 seconds on the board. Here we go. This is about to get real dirty. Let's wait a second. Viper's got this side locked up. We are going to need another missile. It's probably going to drop us down crit level. To both of you guys. 40 seconds. Locks all the missiles up. Missed that one. Oh god, we got two of them coming in. 26 seconds. What can we do here? Make it work. completely screwed up that missile. It's fine, it's fine. Off to a great start. We're going to be spending a lot of scrap on this repair here. Gunstar can take a hit. Gunstar's going to take that one. 12 seconds. Everybody's taking hits. It's all good. Well, it's not, but we'll make it work. Here, eat that one. Head on back home. That was way messier than I would have liked. Yes, I will take the repair. That put us back over the wonderful limit. I'll take that. Ah, man, that was nasty, nasty. As for the hangar, I'll repair you right now. Plus 25 damage to its primary weapon abilities with damage. Can also fire a long-range missile. Interesting. Stun units cannot move, attack, or evade for 6 seconds. Not worth it. I'm going to say major cannon upgrade's probably going to be more worth it than anything. Viper, let's look at your level up. Uh, 20% flat damage against enemies at full health. I mean, yes. Yes, that is really good. We'll do that. As for what we're going to do, let's have a look at this squadron. This is uncommon or better. Let's get our mechanic online. We do have an issue we got to deal with there. We have a Cobra. And what do you get? Jamming bullets. As artillery, applies slow and frail every time it deals damage to a unit. Okay. Unit gains an additional 2% damage every time it deals damage. Interesting, but also slow and frail is kind of nice. We'll take it. We'll take it and have a look at it. Because I know our Raptor does not do any of that. Meanwhile, this thing. Slow for 10 seconds and frail for 6. Range is 112. Same as the Raptor. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to really shake out to be anything that might be good, but it is another artillery platform. We, again, of course, obviously need to get scrapped in order to field some of this stuff. Which is just terrible. Select supplies. Extinguish moderate fire. Yeah, we're not playing with that one. Let's get it out of here. Attention's needed. Fine, I'll have a look. Can I have a word with you, Commander? The current maintenance works aboard the Gunstar are happening right above my office. I know it's a bit selfish to ask, but would it be possible to postpone the repairs? No. You're gonna be grumpy about it. That's all right. I get it. I get it. Kind of in the middle of a wartime thing here, so probably not going to be a very high demand thing to worry about pushing off repairs. Just saying. Yikes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. So if you happen to enjoy this video or these types of videos, by all means, please let me know in the comments below. Hit all the YouTube buttons. Every little bit does help. In the meantime, stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Maybe we'll blow up a raptor next time, too. We'll see. Have a good one, everyone. Talk to you then.